No, we're recording another a great segment.
I know, it's been a fun episode so far.
Yeah, it has. And none of this was on the topics.
No, that's what I love about it.
Yeah.
That makes for the best conversation. I feel.
Like I felt like we had to talk about the whole CDC thing because it's current event, it's news.
Sure,
and I think like, you know, when I come up with these topics, a lot of them are, you know, throwaway. We can talk about it at any time.
Yeah.
Because they don't have any timestamp on them. There's certain things that I think we need to kind of just address. You know, we talked about after the Prince.
I just listened to that today.
Yeah, we talked about, that's one of my favorite episodes because James is so freaking funny and good dude.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was yeah, we'll talk about that next segment.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, I finally listened to that one because you kept talking about that episode, so I finally listened to that one. That was just as solid as they come.
Yeah, my favorite episodes are Idols and Royals. My favorite episodes pre-Chris PC are Idols and Royals, Politics, Pimples, and Pleasure.
Mm-hmm. I think I just listened to that one too.
Yeah, that's
yesterday. I finished that one up.
Really good episode. And if you've spent any time in the restaurant industry, I Am the Captain Now is a really good episode.
I didn't listen to that one yet.
Y'all, I was very drunk when we recorded that one.
Yeah. No, that was early in the morning. You weren't drunk. That was
early. Yes, I was.
Were you?
You know what? Yes.
But Chris, we talked for the first 15 minutes about the boat stuck in the Suez Canal.
Oh, you were telling me about this episode.
Yeah,
I haven't listened to this one yet.
My God. Yeah, the first actually, because it spills into the second segment where we're talking about the sex toys.
And what's it called?
Yeah, it's I Am the Captain Now.
Okay, I'm impressed you remember every single title, every episode.
Chris, okay, you got to think.
He's got them all tattooed on his arm.
Stop.
Like girlfriend.
I got one of those quarterback arm sleeves that has.
I listen to it when I'm editing. And while I'm editing, that's when unless something really sticks out while we're recording the episode for an episode title, I usually don't come up with it until I've edited the episode, and then I'll hear something and I'm like, okay, there we go.
And you're very hands-on. It's like the whole episode, like when you're editing it, like it's like getting enshrined into your brain. So I guess that makes sense. Yeah, it's still impressive though.
Yeah, well, so like this episode is probably going to just be called Jersey Sucks, and we'll have a trashy picture of New Jersey on the, but then when it drops at night, I listen to it once on Spotify.
Okay.
And then the next morning I listen to it again on iHeart, and then I'm done. So I listen to each episode, I mean, essentially 3 times. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I know the episodes. I know the episodes.
That makes sense.
Oh, and then my wife will listen when my wife listens, and she doesn't listen to all of them. Mm-hmm. But when my wife listens, I'll listen with her. So that'll be the third go around or fourth go around that I listen. I use the restroom. You guys talk. We're recording.
Okay,
now.
Sounds good.
Look, I just want to say that I'm very happy. I know that Scott doesn't love that we're doing these at night, but if I eat like
better though, tonight's better.
No, I know. But if I eat like chips or anything fun, my kids are like on top of me wanting some. This is my time. Like I can eat my secret snacks and nobody's asking me for anything.
Chris, when the episode drops tonight, you'll hear it. I'm all over the place. I forget things. I mispronounce things. It was really bad.
It was terrible.
Because I had to do that second exit for Brad. You're going to miss when I call it a podcast.
No, he called it a podcast.
I heard that. I watched the YouTube video.
It's on YouTube. I watched, but the edited version, it's not on.
It's a podcast.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I had to do some homework on my replacement, Brad. Hey, so guess what? I'm canceling my cable because National Geographic is now in my backyard. Listen to this. So a few months ago, it was snowing. So I don't know.
Yesterday, I feel like it's been really wild.
Whenever it snows here. So there was snow on the ground. Okay. I have these security cameras outside that detect motion and they'll record clips. So my neighbor was saying there's a fox that's in the neighborhood, right? So I put out I looked up what fox eat and I got some like blueberries and I
might catch them.
And
I get a pet fox.
I put the camera that had like 2 different angles on, put the blueberries down, and then I woke up and I see motion trigger on my thing. So I look and it's a cat. So I'm like, all right, that's bullshit.
Is it a fox-like cat?
Not even close. Oh. So I'm like, all right, well, that was bullshit.
Shitty alley cat. It's a Jersey cat.
Yeah, so I'm like, come on, man, that wasn't a fox, it was a cat. But anyway, We don't have a fox in the neighborhood. We have 5, and they live in my backyard.
No way. All of them?
All of them. I'll send you guys a video. My mom took a video yesterday morning of the babies running around playing.
Oh, they're babies.
Yeah, there's a mom and a dad, and I think 3 babies. I have a really good video of it.
If they're babies, you could probably domesticate one. This is my pet fox.
They're so cute.
His name is Mozilla.
Let me see if I can find this. It's oh, here it is. They're awesome.
Hey Chris, remind me to tell you something when we stop recording. I just don't want it to be on YouTube. Mary, you can hear it too. I just don't want it to be on YouTube.
Oh, I can have private time if you want to. I'm just eating my Cheetos right now.
We probably will have. No, it's not you. I just don't want it to go out on YouTube. That's all.
Scott, I was telling Mary.
Videos?
Chris, you'll get that joke tonight, and it'll be really funny when it happens.
All right, check your guy's phone. How do you say that? Your guys, your
guys'
y'all.
Yeah, down in Florida we say y'all.
Say y'all. You know what people in Philly say? Use guys.
Use guys.
You can check your phones. You could just say your phones.
Check your cellular devices.
There we go.
Did it come through the video? The 16-second video? This is behind my backyard.
I'm not ready. Hold on.
So Scott, I was telling Mary that
these are foxes.
Yeah, we
have these are little baby foxes.
Wow. Hey, what do they say?
Oh my God.
You know what? I'm trying to get it on tape, and I'm gonna we'll do a whole segment out of it.
It's not gonna work. What does the fox say?
You see that one just staring into our backyard?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, and they're harmless. We were looking it up. They only you don't have to be afraid if you're a mouse. So I take my mascot costume off down the street.
Yeah. Before I get down the street, take care of those things.
Hey, did you get a chance to look at the Harry Potter video, or do anything with that yet?
Oh no, Scott, I haven't had a second to breathe.
No, I know you have a crazy
Harry Potter video. What Harry Potter video?
This week has been nuts, but no, I plan on looking at that this weekend.
No, it's completely okay Sunday. Because I don't want to put it out until like Monday or Tuesday of next week.
Yeah.
I just put out the Mary Wisdom Tooth one, so like I only
sorry for the number.
Sorry, my sister just sent me a video and I wanted to look at it.
I try to only put like the non-episode stuff like once a week. I'm trying to stay consistent with that.
Yeah, that's on my list. Yeah,
Mary,
this week has been like the week from.
Yeah, no, you're good, dude.
My goodness.
Worst case scenario, I put it out the way it's already edited.
Yeah. I want to try to think of a creative fun.
Just don't put any Harry Potter music in it because then it'll be copyrighted. So Mary, if you remember at my bachelor party, when we went into Diagon Alley, I recorded all of your reactions. Being Diagon Alley.
Oh, so you want to put that up?
Yeah, that and Dave Rogan's reaction. And I already
did you get all of our approvals? Because I didn't tell you yes yet.
I got everybody but yours, but your approval is implied. All right.
Let's do the next segment because I have to go to bed soon. It's almost 9. Guys, pumpkin. I have a busy day tomorrow. Like I have to be in at 8:30. I have a lot of stuff going on. I do.
Fine.
I have like actual like client work and stuff.
All right.
It's busy there.
We're coming back in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the No New Friends podcast with Scott, Mary, and Chris. As always, please connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Please subscribe and share. Nominate us Orlando Weekly's Best of Orlando competition under Best Local Podcast, Best Local Color. And please check out our brand new Patreon. You can have exclusive access to some bonus coverage, some bonus footage, some bonus videos, and then early access to everything. Everything for Sunday's episode is going to be posted this past Friday. So what you're hearing now, it was already posted for 3 days. It's exciting. And then you may even have a chance to come on the show with us, watch us record live, and then be part of some in-show contests.
For 37 cents, I'll help you hack into Scott's Ring system. You can see what's happening around the house. Probably.
37 cents will make it work.
That would be cool. Yeah. I mean, you could see me sitting on my couch, drinking water and watching How I Met Your Mother.
Correct.
Yep. Anyway.
That's exciting.
So we want to take a trip down memory lane. As I was saying before we went to break, Chris is new with us. This is your 4th episode now.
Yeah. I think so.
Time flies.
I know.
Growing up so fast. And we just met Chris. So there's a lot of things that Chris may have heard on the podcast, or maybe you at home have heard on the podcast and you have questions. So this is Chris's opportunity to ask myself and Mary any follow-up questions that maybe we didn't answer. We started going down a road and we didn't answer the question. And this is his opportunity to ask questions. So Chris, fire away whenever you're ready.
All right. So first of all, I've been getting a lot of hate online. And when I say hate online, I mean Scott being mad at me for when I was introduced as the new friend on the podcast. I declined being a friend and I addressed myself as an acquaintance because it was my impression that the No New Friends podcast could have no new friends. But after listening to all the episodes, I did see that there was some gray area. And we are officially new friends.
Aww.
Yeah.
Gosh,
now it's no
like
more new friends.
I feel like we made it official.
Yeah.
Like this is our anniversary date. I hope you remember it. I expect flowers next year.
Or this will I will write
May
this
14th.
down. This will
May
live
14th.
in May 14th.
Mm-hmm.
So I was listening to a lot of the old podcasts, right? And it's not really questions I have. It's actually explaining that you guys need to do.
Okay.
First thing that comes to mind was what kind of psychopath, meaning both of you,
wait a minute,
when a pandemic hits, watches Contagion and that what are you guys just that crazy, or were you guys have like 2000 IQ and thinking this is homework, we got to do our homework for this?
No, because when it's stormy outside, I like to watch Twister.
You
know, it's kind of like how I told you I like to think about what could happen. I lay in bed all night thinking about it. That's what I did. And honestly, to be fair, look, my shirt says it. To be fair, see that? It was my birthday weekend and I was intoxicated the entire time. So yeah, sorry. Seemed like a good idea.
I'm the same way. If there's a hurricane coming, which we get all the time here in Florida, I will watch like The Perfect Storm or Storm of the Century or some movie that has a storm in it. When Florida was on fire, I watched Firestorm.
Wait, when was Florida on fire?
Years and years, well, every year, but it was really bad back in like 2000, like really early on. And so we just decided, because we didn't know what to expect with it. And
it's true. To be fair, we were told it's going to be like 2 weeks long.
Right.
Like,
and I'm like,
it's going to blow over.
and my wife, like, she pays attention to stuff. So we were very prepared. We had all the toilet paper we needed. We had masks, we had gloves, we had sanitizer. Like we didn't have to go out and panic buy or anything. She bought this well before it even hit the US.
Because you guys were already watching film.
Right.
It's true,
Exactly.
yes.
Game film. We were scouting the pandemic.
It's true.
So yeah, we just decided to, I don't know, was Outbreak on, because Outbreak was the first thing that we watched, correct? Or did we watch Contagion first?
We started drinking mimosas at like 9 a.m. So I'm not sure.
I believe it was Outbreak that we watched first. And
sounds right.
Well, it was trending on all the streaming services.
It's true.
Outbreak and Contagion.
I do remember seeing that.
We're like
swiped right past.
Yeah, like they were trending. So I'm like, huh.
He skipped through to 28 days later is actually what he decided to watch.
Now, Outbreak was ridiculous, but watching Contagion, spoiler alert, it starts with a bat. It was very real, and like that was, and I've seen Contagion before, and that movie never really.
But it also was in like Asia too that it started, right?
It started
was it the chef
in an Asian market? Yeah,
was it the chef that touched someone?
Yes.
Okay,
so a bat had some sort of disease, and he pooped in a pig trough. The pig ate the bat poop, and then they cooked the pig, and the chef didn't wash his hands, and then shook hands with Gwyneth Paltrow. She became patient zero.
Which, piggybacking off of what you just said, I've also never listened to a podcast that has more spoilers than this podcast. I now know the ending to every movie I've never watched.
But the funny thing is I give spoiler alerts for like movies that have been around for a very long time. Like
he's like, this is a hit from 1933, the original King Kong. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, Rosebud is the sled. Now, Mary, you talked on one of the episodes that you're an anxious person, and
yes.
I am as well. I think I know why you have anxiety. I think the last thing I want to do during a pandemic is watch a movie about a pandemic.
No, but that's my anxiety feeding itself. It's like, I need more to worry about. So then it just does things like that.
my next question for you guys, we actually I genuinely want to know this. How did you guys become such good friends?
That's a great
Scott, do you want me to tell it or do you want to tell it?
Well, I mean, we both can tell it. We're gonna interrupt each other anyway. So
It's fine.
we worked together at Smoky Bones, and when we first started working together, we weren't very tight, and you know, we got along. Although the first time that we worked together, I was a substitute manager from another location, and she was pregnant. Now, the one thing.
Now hold on. Now I'm from Jersey. Smoky Bones, adult film production company or restaurant?
It's a barbecue restaurant.
Okay.
So there's one thing worse than managing a restaurant, and that's having to substitute manage at another restaurant. It's awful. You don't know anything. You don't know where everything is. So I was already grumpy, and this was at the time the worst location in the chain. It was terrible.
It was so bad.
And so
Mary's
pregnant, and a large party comes in, and it was like we had this private room, but it only fit 25 people. Well, this party was like 35. So someone didn't, and like they pre-booked. It wasn't like they just walked in. And so I was pissed off. I'm like, what the hell? I'm the visiting manager. I don't want to do anything. So me being an asshole, I make pregnant Mary carry tables from the bar next door into this place to make sure we could fit more people.
Yeah, I'm not, that's fine. It set the tone, you know, it's fine. I was hot pissed off at Scott that night. Also like hormonal, but also pissed off.
This was the first time you met?
Yes.
No.
It was it was one of the first shifts that we worked together.
We had worked together for a little bit, not long.
2 days before, like 2 more
No,
days.
it had to have been longer because I was like relatively pregnant at that time. Like I had
That's the
belly.
first time we worked together was when you were relatively pregnant. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, because I stopped working at like 24 weeks or something because I couldn't anymore.
Right.
Because my body doesn't like being pregnant. Fun fact.
So then after pregnancy, Mary came back, and that's kind of when we hit it off. Now,
because I was a normal human then.
You were a normal human. And I was really good friends with one of the hourly managers that we had. And the three of us just got along real well. And we would call our conversations. It was really weird how we came up with this.
The TP of secrets.
The TP of secrets. But what it was from Stefan on Saturday Night Live.
Okay.
Like when he'd say something, he'd cover his mouth. That's where it came from, and we called it the TP of Secrets. And then he's like, if you want a good time and a dry rub, head on down to Smoky Bones. Like, it's so stupid.
It'll never not be funny. Oh,
I know. And then when we really became best friends was I got promoted to general manager of a location in Sanford, Florida, and Mary was you got re-promoted because you left and came back. You got re-promoted to my service/marketing manager. And they just remodeled the restaurant, and they gave us all sorts of free reign to do whatever we wanted.
They're like, go ahead.
Yeah. They're like, hey, we just put $500,000 in this thing, make the sales grow. We don't care how you do it. So Mary is very creative, and I'm very like, hey, yeah, I just don't want to lose my job. So let's grow some sales. So we went to wedding expos and got drunk while we were working.
That's great. Yeah.
We did a lot of fun stuff. And then we put together the trivia nights and the lip sync battle. And we really realized then that we're basically the same person, just with different anatomy.
Now, how long was this? Like, so you're talking about all these events, everything over the course of how many?
Let's see.
Like,
so I started there in 2014. So since 2014.
Yeah, and then I got promoted 2016. So
that
took 2. No way. Was it 2016? Yeah. I thought it was
because we didn't
work.
You worked at Castleberry for a while before I even met you, because I was a bar manager at Sanford.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because
then I went to East 50.
Right.
No, because I started out at East 50, and then I went to Waterford. And then I went to Castleberry, and then I went back to East 50, and then I went back to Sanford, and then I went back to East 50.
Yeah, the details.
Oh, these are locations.
Yes.
Oh wait, I also went to Kissimmee for a little bit,
right?
For a little good measure.
So it's not Kissimmee, it's Kissimmee.
Yeah. So then when I was working at the large family entertainment center with the go-karts and all that, we needed a marketing person, and Mary happened to become available. So we worked together there. And
oh wow.
When I was at the more recent entertainment center, we needed a director of marketing, so we worked together again there.
So when did you stop working together?
When we both left the most recent FEC.
January 23rd when I quit.
Wow.
I
So
was
this is
there until February 5th.
Yeah, like a week.
What's it like not seeing each other every day?
Well, we do.
We still do.
I mean, we do through FaceTime.
We still do.
Wait, how close do you guys live from each other?
35 minutes.
Yeah, it's like 35 minutes.
But
okay.
Chris, here's the thing in Orlando. Orlando is 45 minutes away from Orlando.
It just takes takes
congested. Forever because the main road that connects Daytona Beach to Tampa is Interstate.
What's that called?
I-4.
Yeah, I-4. Yeah, I've
Interstate
heard about I-4.
Exactly, and it's under major construction. That
hasn't it always been?
It has. Okay. But this is a really
They swore it was going to be done soon.
Yeah,
he swore he would change.
By the time this project is done, we will have outgrown it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So it just takes a while to get anywhere. Now, luckily, I live very close to another interstate. It's the 429, which is
429.
It makes it very convenient because my family lives out by Mary. They live in, she lives in Lake Mary. My parents live in, one lives in Altamont, one lives in Longwood, and my sister lives in Longwood. That's all.
Yeah, listen, I can get to your sister and your dad's house within
2-3 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes, I would say.
Yeah. All right, Chris, what else do you have for us?
So this is kind of stemming from the movie question because you guys got drunk to watch those movies. And what's your favorite drunk story together? I'm sure there's a bunch.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I mean, I would have to say my bachelor party weekend, which we tried to avoid talking about because after the third episode that we recorded together, my sister called me and said, "Stop talking about your damn bachelor party. Nobody cares except for the 6 of us that were there, and even the 6 of us that are there don't even care about it anymore."
That's not my favorite drunk story. I don't think. I think my favorite is from my birthday weekend, and we literally just like had a marathon, and I rode your stairs up. Like I rode the banister up. I pulled some Mary Poppins
shit. I don't remember you doing it.
Yeah, because you were drunk, and I just like pulled myself up like fucking Mary Poppins. Oh no, I said that word. It's gonna be explicit. No, I like just went up the banister, and it was great. That was fun. I feel like we all just had a really good time that night. Like that was one of my favorite times, I think. But we did a lot of damage on your bachelor party. But the thing is it started out very classy, Chris. Like we started out at like a poolside bar. I had a martini. Like we were classy. We were hanging out with his dad, and then we went to Top Golf. Classy.
Yeah, it's gonna be like nice laid back.
Although at Top Golf we had 2 pods. We had 2 pods and racked up an $800 bar tab between the 2 pods, and we didn't pay for the pods, so the pods were free. It was just all alcohol. Listen,
my Amex account really appreciated that one.
But we had the 6 of us, and then we had another. We had like 12 people.
That's $800. That's still an impressive number for.
We did good. We did good for ourselves. And I would say like 3/4 of the way through that, we were pretty classy.
Yeah.
But things started to get a little sideways
when we went to
the end.
City Walk.
Yes, we decided City Walk was the way to go. We smuggled Darren in to
Pat O'Brien's.
And
Chris,
for some reason,
City Walk is the
Universal's downtown Disney.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
So we're at Pat O'Brien's, and for some reason, we all thought hurricanes were a great idea. Hurricanes are never a good idea, ever.
I didn't drink.
What does a hurricane consist of?
Just liquor.
I don't know.
Liquor with a splash of fruit punch.
No, it's like the bar mat special. I feel like I don't even remember what was in it, but I probably would have. I would have drank gasoline at that point. I would have been like, it's delicious. This is great. I'm so happy. His dad gave me a piggyback ride through City Walk. We talked to some dude who really loved Jesus.
Yes, he did. And he gave me all sorts of hugs and stuff.
No, and then we played, Scott and I played Frogger essentially across street. Scott, what are you looking at? What is happening on your phone?
I'm looking for the recipe for hurricanes.
Okay, I'll allow it.
Thank you.
What else do you have, Chris?
So actually, a couple more comments I have actually. Okay. I have some questions. So I was looking for our anchor page. So I knew it was under Scott Maffei. So I Googled anchor Scott Maffei, and what I found was Scott's Twitter page. And God. I just need
Scott, do you have a Twitter page?
I
do you know
but
how
I
to
haven't
work a Twitter page?
I do, and I posted our anchor link a couple times on Twitter.
Chris, I just need a clarification on some tweets.
Okay.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Oh God, this could be good.
Scott's first ever tweet was new to Twitter, just testing.
how he honeypotted me into this podcast.
He retweeted Dwight Howard.
Okay.
And then after his
Sounds like
retweet,
me.
his my favorite tweet: stopping for lunch at mom's kitchen. The waitress here is hot. LOL.
No.
So
when was this?
Mom's
Please,
Kitchen was
when
a
was
mom
this?
and pop.
2011.
Oh.
Mom's Kitchen was a mom and pop, and my ex, Abby's mom, was the server there.
Sure.
So the other things is I'm very confused. You just start tweeting a bunch of addresses.
Okay.
Chris,
Oh, I did.
screenshot it.
Oh,
Chris,
what is
please.
that? I'm
Chris,
looking at it right now.
It.
Oh my God.
Screenshot it and share it, please, on our pages, because we're gonna have to look up these addresses and see what they are.
Like,
What
yeah, I'm
is
just
this.
And then you
were
let
stalking people on accident, but it was posting.
No, it's like my address. It says Gem Lake. I lived on Lake Gem. McDonald's 902 East Church Avenue. That was right next to my house.
What?
And then Mom's Kitchen. Oh my God.
He thought it was like the Waze app. He thought it was.
And then I found out Scott's a big American Idol fan because on May 25th, 2011, he tweeted to Scott McCreery, "Congrats, you deserve it."
No. Oh my God, Scott. I'm
Congratulating
embarrassed
Scotty.
for you.
I'm
right
looking
now.
at these right now. Yeah, this is true.
Chris,
Oh.
I am so happy you're here. This is the best thing that's happened to us. The addresses. That's something you would expect your parents to do.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm like, wow, there's a bunch of addresses tweeted out here. It's supposed to be pretty important.
Oh my God.
Man.
I don't know. I still don't know. So like if we're gonna have the No New Friends podcast Twitter page, I can't be in charge of it.
Chris is crying. I don't know if it's because he's afraid of what he's just got himself into, or
I found that here this morning and I just kept it up on my computer the whole day. I was like, I just remembered. Oh man, I'm glad so I found the anchor page. It was just
that's good. I'm glad you found it.
It was somewhere on there.
I feel like I know pop culture and stuff, but I just don't know how to do things. I don't know how to work the Instagram. I don't know how to work the Twitter. I know how to work the Facebook, but the Facebook is for old people. I really knew how to use MySpace. Man, I could program a Chris, you're really young. MySpace.
I had MySpace.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
wait, I have a question though, guys. Would I make it into your top 8?
Oh, of course.
Sure,
Thank
of
you.
course. You have to. It's
But-
part of our contract.
I did the cheap
It
thing.
is
Yeah,
in the
I
contract.
upgraded to the top 16. Because, like there was an embedded
Oh.
code that you could put in to make it a top 16.
That's impressive. Yeah, no, that was always the drama of the week. Is why am I not in your top?
No,
5?
see, why would you want to upgrade to the 16 when you can let people know what their place is?
Right.
Like you've got to work for my love and
No,
affection.
the most anxiety ridden thing was T-Mobile. They had the Fave Fives.
I remember. Yeah,
Oh,
And
that
you
was
could
like
pick
Yeah,
your
Yeah.
five favorite people, your 5 people that you
Yeah,
talk
and
to
you
the
got
most,
free. Yeah,
and it
that
was free anything
Yep.
for those 5
Mhm.
people.
Yeah.
I had
That
another
was
question
anxiety.
That was
about.
exciting.
I was gonna ask about what your favorite episode was, but I already know what it was because I just finished the James Yan episode, and you
Yeah.
let James Yan end the episode after Mary's okay, bye.
Did you?
So he said James Yan gets the last word.
Dishonor
Really?
on you,
So-
dishonor on your
so-
cow.
What did he
So-
say?
He just said bye. But
Huh.
I knew that since you let him got the last word, that was your favorite episode. So Mary, what is your favorite episode?
So I think I'm torn a little bit. There's a few. So I really enjoyed the Mimosa Mary versus Martini Mary episode
yeah.
because I feel like I need to explain that. Also the pimples and politics and whatever
One of my
because
favorites. Yeah.
I got to talk about waffles a lot.
You did.
And she's my baby and I love her so much. So
When
I
we
liked
went down
that
the
one.
road of the pet mayor, that conversation was one
Listen,
of my favorites.
no, but it really was crazy, guys. There
That
really
was a
is a
good
pet
one.
mayor. And I would say that waffles would be like a front runner, but she's not. She's not. This dog expects eggs and bacon, or I call it eggs and bakey. And it's my own fault because I'm like, you want eggs and bakey? I know you hungry. Beep boop. Like every time. And that's why she does it.
That would
It's
make
my
me
own fault.
excited for it.
I know, right? And she's pretty, but she's not nice. Wait a minute. I feel like I am grooming her to be a mean girl, and I'm not meaning to, but whatever.
I want to clarify something real quick. So yes, that is my favorite episode because James, and as I explained in that episode, James made me promise him that he could be our first guest,
which was really cool to hear. Like that was cool.
Yeah. And he's the host of Real Laughs. So he's the one that's given me the opportunity to be on the radio, like a real radio station. It's called Real Radio, but,
it's even in the name.
Letting him get the last word was less about it being my favorite episode and more about I know more about editing now than I did then. There are quite a few episodes.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, there are quite a few episodes where a guest will have the last word and I'll edit it. Like, for example, in the episode Gone Too Soon, the guest that we had, after Mary says, okay, bye, he said later or whatever. And
peace.
I moved, peace out or peace. I moved it to before Mary's okay, bye.
So so that episode is a sign of growth, and I thought it was really cool how it was like you kind of went full circle because it's kind of like you're talking to him about doing a podcast, right? And now you have a podcast and he's your first guest. So that was one of my favorite episodes as well. I really enjoyed that one.
And we'll have him on again because he's so damn funny. And
I was crying. Half the episode is just you guys laughing.
It's
like because everything everyone said in that episode was just off the wall and just hilarious. Yeah, that was one of my favorites as well.
I like your squeezy stress ball that you have right now.
Yeah, it's a very stressful conversation.
Yeah.
Is it? Do you guys notice that my straw is just like protruding out of my elbow right now?
Yeah,
I'm stressed that I can't eat gluten anymore.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
On that
Don't
note,
be stressed. There's a lot of good things.
On that note, we're gonna go ahead and call it quits for this evening because
I do need a nap.
We're out of time, and I don't want to have to splice the segment into two different segments as I'm uploading it because that's a pain in the ass.
Wonderful.
So, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, share that beast, vote for us or nominate us on Orlando Weekly's Best of Orlando competition under Best Local Podcast, Best Local Color. Other way around, but you've heard it enough times.
Words are hard. It's past 9.
It's that time. It's that time. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon, www.patreon, that's patreon.com/No New Friends Podcast, and subscribe to come up with all sorts of exclusive content. And we will be back on Tuesday.
Okay, bye.
Cool. Scott,
we're still recording, but we're good.
Scott, I was still on your Twitter page, and I noticed you had 61 tweets. I was like, wait a second, there's only like 12 here. So I went to people that you tweeted at, and on April 29th, 2012, you mentioned every single Orlando Magic player and said, great game last night. Never gonna stop believing in you guys.
So that was a playoff game, and Dwight Howard.
He's like, I can explain. It was totally okay.
It's literally every player. Big Baby Davis, JJ Redick, Ryan
He's
Anderson,
like, what about the manager? Where's the towel boy? Like,
oh, I wish I had that one.
Did you at the parking lot attendants too? Like they're there for support.
Thanks for parking us so smoothly.
Oh, here's a tweet of Justin Bieber.
No.
Thanks. Now gonna buy 3 copies. One for my 2 girls, one for my wife. Good luck. We are proud of you.
No.
These Patreon, we gotta up the tiers on this Patreon.
Okay, no, listen, I'm done. Okay, keep going. I need to go, please.
Most of it's just tweeting at the Orlando Magic players. Most of it is like you're very like you are the reason why they probably made it so far that year.
They didn't. They lost to the
Exactly. That's what he's trying to say.
Oh,
like
man.
we don't need any stalker issues out of this guy.
Have you seen the people that I follow?
Should I take a look?
Just the Orlando Magic and Justin Bieber.
21 followers.
Yeah,
Who's
I have
following
no idea
you?
Who are you for? Oh, okay. You're following all the Impractical Jokers members. Mark Cuban.
Have you tweeted all of them?
No, never tweeted them. I'm only following 46 people. Okay.
Smoky Bones for the brand.
Yeah.
That's good.
So
yeah.
Mary, Universal Ride and Show, Savannah from the Monsters, Carlos.
I love that you're
Navarro.
following me and I don't post anything. I just lurk.
Angel
do
Rivera,
nothing.
Russ Rollins, SeaWorld attractions. I guess it's not as good. Autism at the Parks, Devin Siebold, Monsters.
You're following a pyramid scheme.
Yep, because I've
Body
done
by
V. Yeah, because I was
Oh
part of Body by V
God.
at one point.
Hey, pyramid schemes are very, very
Hartman
profitable.
says Mark Cuban. Yeah.
You're following yourself, Team Maffei.
Yep, that was my. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that was my. Oh yeah, I know. Okay, look, I have to go to sleep.
Which when you go to Team Maffei, it's just another magic tweet.
No, it's not, is it?
Oh, because I think I created a second thing, Seth MacFarlane.
So I could double tweet the magic.
Jim Rome. I thought at one point I was like following John Stamos and
No pause.
Bob Saget.
That joke would have just wrote itself.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
man.
Okay,
right.
well, good night.
Yep.
Love you,
that was some good extra content right there.
Guys, the tweets. I'm dead. I'm gonna look further into this.
Because my dad had a Twitter because he traded the stock market and he followed these people that would send out tweets and stuff.
Right.
But so I hooked them up so that when they would send out a tweet, it would send a text to his phone, right? So he could read the tweet on a text. So he would accidentally text back on that thing instead of texting one of us. So his whole Twitter is all tweets that he meant to text all of us. So it looks exactly like Scott's Twitter account.
That sounds about right. All right, for those of you who are sticking with us, watching us on YouTube, thank you very much. Make sure you subscribe. Just click that little button down at the bottom, or the one that pops up right now, probably on the right-hand side of the screen. And also find us on all of the podcast streaming services, except for Apple. Apple sucks, but
no, that's not true at all.
Apple
is perfect for me. That's where I listen to myself talk every
time.
I prefer iHeart, but Spotify, iHeart, Google Podcast, Breaker.
Listen, they heard it during the
Overcast.
episode, Scott.
No, I don't.
Jesus.
I don't say it anymore. I don't say it
because
anymore.
you don't need to.
And
If they're watching this, if they're watching this, they already know. Good God. Okay. Good night, everybody.
All right.
You have too much faith in humanity.